You did not have a single howler monkey at your wedding, Thomas, and I think it was a big miss.
Gen Z is going bananas for the Bahamas, Chip.
I never realized that Billy Joel is only 5'5". We didn't start the fire. We couldn't even reach the matches.
It's our hero. We've been studying the man, Mr. Jimmy Buffett. It's time for Buffett Facts. Costa Rica and Costa Rica.
Loco for Acapulco.
Getting freaky up in Waikiki. I mean, this is like an episode of Seinfeld. Things are just coming together.
I love it when an episode comes together.
What up, burnt ones? This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. To my right, as always, you know him from Netflix on the series Tires and his amazing stand-up special Move Closer. It's Chip Chantry.
And over here to my left is Mr. Thomas O'Brien, Emmy award-winning producer, writer, and my pal. Grab a float, put on your earphones, and drift away. Grab a Mai Tai.
Because it's great to be in the tropics with your boys.
And please let reboots of the series Nip Tuck, Entourage, and MTV's Say What Karaoke come to a streaming service like Hulu or Peacock. Amen.
Hey, man. All right, Chip, we actually already got started.
Oh, hey.
What up, burnt ones? This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel, and we just got too much good tropical travel news and hijinks.
I would say too much great travel news, just enough hijinks.
We really have dialed in the hijinks, Chip.
It's the exact scientifically diagnosed amount of hijinks.
One of us has a lobster in our shorts.
Just one of us.
All right, coming up, everybody. Gen Z is going bananas for the Bahamas, Chip.
Loco for Acapulco. That's in Mexico, but that's all right. It sort of applies.
That's a great tune, though. A great Sunburnt tune.
Great tune.
We sing it around the house all the time.
You should.
The FDA is finally going to let us have that good sunscreen. We've been shriveling up like raisins for no reason, Chip.
Mm-hmm. Slather it down.
Bali has formed a dedicated government task force to give influencers the business.
This is my favorite story of the week. Keep going.
Monkeys crash a wedding in Costa Rica, and then it turned into a rave, Chip.
Strike that. That's my favorite story of the week.
And the airline biz is in Freefall, and we have the numbers to prove it.
Nothing like saying airline and Freefall in the same sentence.
I did that on purpose. Plus, we got the Hypochondriac Corner, Buffett Facts, Fish of the Week.
And the Guinness Book.
And we're cracking open the good book, the Guinness Book of World Records. You can hit us up at the Trouble in Paradise hotline by calling 310-845-6038. And Chip, it's my distinct pleasure to say that it's time for a good old-fashioned slather.
I love it. Let's put it on. Let's get that sunblock ready to go. And I got to say, if you're calling in to the hotline, call it in, leave your name or be anonymous. It doesn't matter to us. Tell us your most harrowing, your most, your funniest, your most embarrassing vacation story. Was it an embarrassing story to vacation, coming home from vacation, during vacation? I don't know. Did monkeys crash your wedding? We're going to find out. Tell us on the hotline.
If the animal's interesting enough that crashed your wedding, we'll put you on the podcast.
We will put you on that podcast.
We do love a nice animal story. We do have animal backgrounds. We both produced shows for National Geographic that were animal focused.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
We love those little critters. We're so glad some of them showed up at a wedding, a destination wedding in Costa Rica, nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. We're already slathered up. You should be too. If you think those things should all go together, stay tuned. Front desk.
Hi, this is Mr. Chantry in room 308. Slight problem. There's a small fire in my room.
What? Get out of the room immediately. I'm calling 911.
No. No need for that. I'm just going to need more propane for my grill. I'm running out.
Mr. Chantry, you can't grill in the room.
Then how am I going to eat my shrimps?
Chip!
St. Thomas.
Oh, buddy, if only. If only.
You'll get Sainthood someday, buddy.
I'm trying. I think, what do you have to do? You have to, be...
First of all, you have to be Catholic, so there's the first.
That's covered. I think just being Irish allows you to perform a miracle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're good.
But I think you have to have a miracle that happens because of you or around you, and then it has to be authenticated, and then you can become a saint.
Is it 3 miracles you have to do?
Oh, it's the hat trick.
It might be the hat trick. I don't know. I'm not Catholic either, so I don't know.
What's the Lutheran equivalent of sainthood?
I mean, I will say, I went to St. Andrew's Church, so it's maybe we have saints too. I should know better, Thomas. I should know better, and I don't. I don't have the answer to that.
Yeah. Well, you'll dig into your religious text and get back to us next week.
I'll go to all the little free libraries in town, see if I can find a Bible, and I'll do some digging. Thomas.
Oh, man. These cheapskates in their free libraries, Chip. Can you even believe it?
I do love the little free libraries, though. You just open that little box in front of somebody's house, you take a free book. I also like those boxes in front of people's houses, Thomas, where you can like take free mail.
Yeah.
Christmas time, I clean up with those.
Yeah, that Amazon company that gives you free packages.
You get free packages right on people's front doorsteps. They're free. It's kind of great.
Chip, it's episode 66 of the Sunburnt podcast.
Route 66, baby.
Route 66. And I can't tell you, dude, we've been planning our next round of tropical trips.
Yeah.
Nothing to announce today yet, but it's just got me in that headspace, dude. We've always talked about it.
Yeah.
A huge portion of the fun is looking forward to it.
Yeah, and we're starting that that evolution up right now. I'm very excited.
I know. It's just like when we get a slather going, it's so purposeful now.
Speaking of Route 66, I have to say this. Going back to that real quickly.
Okay.
I have to give a shout out, and
All
you
right.
can follow it too, Thomas, if you want to, on Instagram. I'm pretty sure they have an Instagram. This is not exactly tropical, but it's tropical adjacent. You know that I love the state of Maine.
Specifically Portland.
Portland, but also Bar Harbor. I grew up going to the Bar Harbor area. I have friends in a little town called Surrey, Maine, outside of Ellsworth, which is outside of Bar Harbor. And so, little place on the water we go to. It's our friends live up there, and they are Mainers. But we would go to Bar Harbor, and every time we go to Bar Harbor, we go to a restaurant called Route 66. Tom, this is like right up your alley.
I'm here for it.
Because everything in Bar Harbor is very quaint, very cool.
Yeah.
I don't think they have any chain restaurants like fast food, that type of thing. It's like very.
Yeah.
This is a restaurant that it's this big old building. I think maybe was a church or converted, or at least they brought some like stained glass or whatever. But it's this big, kind of high ceiling, and this restaurant, and it's just like really good food. Like I don't want to say diner food. I love a diner, but it's a little more elevated than that. But it's like seafood, burgers, whatever you want, kind of amazing milkshakes. But the thing about it is, it's Route 66, so it's kind of themed in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
So it just has my favorite thing in the world at a restaurant: just crazy stuff on the walls, like old advertisements from the 50s, toys from the 50s and 60s, like mid-century stuff. And then you even go up and there's like a little sort of balcony kind of loft where you can sit. But then there's this train that goes, like a toy train that goes all the way around, that you can actually activate from the men's room. I don't want to tell too much more. That's a little wild. But Thomas, I feel like you would love Route 66 at Bar Harbor. Just the food's amazing, and it's like it's like a museum. I just like walking around staring at stuff.
As a father who's in the potty training realm,
yes,
when I hear that there's a train that's activated from the restroom, I'm like, is this positive reinforcement for flushing? I think it probably is.
Choo-choo train adjacent right there, buddy. Yeah.
Nice, dude. That's a great idea. I love it. What was that baseball-themed restaurant we used to go to in Stamford?
Oh, Bobby V's.
Bobby V's.
It was Bobby Valentine's in Stamford, Connecticut.
Yeah, if you wanted a breakfast burrito, you would order it off the portion of the menu called the Mexican League.
Their turkey burgers smelled like vomit, and service plus. And it was, but he has Bobby Valentine, the old baseball player and coach, I guess. And there was just very random baseball stuff strewn through the restaurant.
And we had a coworker who would often get 2 vodka sodas at a lunch there.
Yes.
Good
times.
We were on fire. It was 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
All right, buddy. We're gonna get into it. This is called For the Algo. A segment where we tell you about tropical news, but also keep in mind what the robot overlords would like for you to hear, because if they like it, they show it to Moria.
Exactly.
All right, buddy. We're starting off hot and heavy. Nice tropical story here. Finally, Gen Z and you agree on something, Chip. They love the Bahamas, baby.
Love those Bahamas. Yeah, that's their new spot, I guess. Gen Zers going to the Bahamas.
Amadeus and the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association are reporting that the Bahamas are the #1 spot in the Caribbean for Gen Z and Gen Alpha travelers in their newly released 2026 Caribbean Travel Trends Report. Can you imagine being under 26 years old and going on a tropical vacation?
I was under 26 and went to the Bahamas for free.
Was this the Make-A-Wish?
Yeah, but then the rash cleared up.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, you were really scaly.
It was very scaly for a little while. It's a little touch and go.
Tell me about this trip. How'd you go for free?
Because it was a work trip. I was working for a small company. It was our friend's dad who owned this company. He did like corporate training, corporate team building.
Oh, okay.
And he did all these like, I think I've told you about it, like the wacky, like he had like 200 hula hoops and like a rock climbing wall and like all this, like all this like corporate stuff. And it was some of the top CEOs from. It was like this company that would send CEOs into like failing companies to like save them.
Right.
This was the early 2000s, and this was like literally I was doing these like hula hoop games with the acting CEO of Enron. It was wild.
You taught the Halliburton CEO how to devil stick?
There were armed security guards around our goofy little play area because these guys were so rich, like they were worried about kidnapping and that type of thing. And
that's wild.
They literally tried to bribe me with the answers to these team building things. They're like, I'll give you $400 if you just tell me how to do this quickly. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, you have to say, because they don't necessarily know how to work as a team, surprisingly.
Yeah, they're sharks, buddy.
Giant CEOs, yeah.
That's hilarious.
And then the one night I just kind of went off on my own, and you know, all of your stuff is just on the room key or whatever. You just pay for everything that way. And the guys they're just wasted the one night. And they bump into me. Literally there was this like walkway, this like underground hallway that was underneath this like aquarium thing where like sharks are swimming over top of you, like one of those things, like a tunnel
that's sick.
Underneath the water.
Yeah.
And they bump into me and they're wasted. They're like, it's Chip, it's the guy, the helper. They're like, Chip, whatever you want, just put on. It's all going on there. You get whatever you want for dinner tonight. I got 2 lobster dinners that night, Thomas.
Whew.
Had a couple of drinky drinks. Speaking of vodka sodas, and then I remember sitting down. It was at the Atlantis resort, beautiful resort.
Oh yeah.
And they had a little casino, and I sat down to play blackjack, which I'm not a blackjack player. Like I understand the rules, but like I'm not good. But I sat down and I looked 2 people over was Mike Myers.
Wow, get out
Saturday
of
Night Live's
here.
Mike Myers. I gave him a little nod. He gave me a little nod and smile, and then I busted and had to leave because I didn't have any money left.
What was Mike Myers like? Do you remember what was his mood? How did he carry himself at the table? Was he Mike Myers, or was he just trying to be a guy losing money?
He was just trying to be a guy, and it was like my first time. Like I really could have, because I was probably 23, 24 years old. I really could have fanboyed out and be like a thing, but I had the wherewithal. I remember I just gave him a little like, kind of like sort of like a little fist, like, you know, hey man, and he's just like, hey man, and that was it. And then it was just like we acknowledged each other, and then moving on. You could tell he seemed like a very nice guy, but just he was there with a lady friend. I don't know if his wife, I don't know who it was, but like just wanted to do his thing.
She might have been an axe murderer.
And he may have just married her. I don't know. Underrated movie, by the way. So I Married an Axe Murderer. It just puts me in a vibe of 1993 or whatever it came out. It's just a great soundtrack, fun little movie. I love me I Married an Axe Murderer.
Another question about these fat cat CEOs, Chip, who you've always had a rapport with. I didn't know it goes this far back.
Yeah.
Did you have the pleasure of explaining to any of them who the spin doctors were?
I did. I got to tell them, look, guys, you need to get Pocketful of Kryptonite. Listen to the whole album. And they listened to me. It was a different time back then. We're talking about this is 2001. You know? It was different times.
Adjusting for age, about the time you're talking about, I ran into Tim Meadows at a little party, and I was very unchill. And I brought up the ladies' man about 6 times, and on the 4th time he said, all right, man, that's enough. 2 more times.
Just 2 more times.
But I love the ladies, man. What else was I going to talk about?
I mean, come on.
Which is why you're better with famous people than I am. You're better with CEOs than I am.
Uh-huh.
You're very, very good. But back to, were any of these CEOs under 26, Chip?
None of them. They were old men.
Okay, yeah. So this is the trend. This is where it's starting to become different. The Bahamas commands 26% share of all Gen Z and Gen Alpha travelers that arrive in the Caribbean.
That's a steep amount right there.
The broader Caribbean is navigating a serious slowdown. Overall demands grew just by 1% this year, down from 21 and 8% the 2 previous years. So, like, it was on a rocket ship. Now it's leveling out, and everybody's kind of fighting for real estate for this next generation traveler.
Yeah.
And it appears the Bahamas are winning out right now.
I mean, I believe geographically they're the closest to the U.S., I think.
That makes sense. I'm sure there's some price demographics that have kind of switched around. I heard a Caribbean island mentioned on a TV show, just like a bunch of super rich people that, like, I didn't really know about it. I've heard about it before, and I did some research, and they like make it almost impossible for regular people to go visit this specific island. They want to keep like the ultra wealthy on there.
Yeah.
The Bahamas are moving the other direction, and an interesting thing about the slowdown in arrivals has like shifted the conversation when it comes to hospitality from the volume. Like they're not asking how many people are coming anymore. That was it for a long time. It was just going up, up, up. Now they're really trying to figure out who's coming. They need to cater their experiences and their offerings to the people who are actually going to be there to try and win more of those dollars instead of just getting sprayed with a tourist fire hose.
Right. Yeah. Just focus on what they want. And then I think we've talked about this in other episodes. The younger generation, they're looking for maybe more experiential things. They're looking for maybe not quite as fancy accommodations as other generations. So it's like, but maybe like fancy in a different way. Like they might they don't need the 5-star hotel experience, but they want like a sort of a fancier and extensive excursion out somewhere, zip lining or whatever.
I hope they're still having a pina colada or two, Chip.
You would hope so.
I mean, I get it. Leave it out of your regular life.
Or at least like a pina colada flavored vape.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hey, they're going there. I like the Bahamas. That's good for the Bahamas. I will say that.
Good for the Bahamas. Good for the people that get there. You got to get some salt water on that skin, buddy.
Yeah, you do.
So I'm pumped up. Gen Z, Gen Alpha, you don't really have a choice. I think Gen Alpha, the oldest Gen Alpha is like 15 right now. So they're not really picking the destination. So it sounds like younger families might be going on these trips too.
Okay.
It feels very budget related. I would have to imagine it correlates to the spend of what it costs to have a good time there. But hats off to you, Bahamas. You're taking care of business. You're taking care of our younger travelers and ensuring the next generation of Burt ones has a nice landing spot in the Caribbean, baby.
Boom. I love it.
So, remember when there was just pirates in the Caribbean? Now there's young people.
Yeah. They made a number of movies about it. I think maybe Young People in the Caribbean. That could be a movie. That's actually a documentary I saw on Netflix. Really scathing towards some top brass. I will say that.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Moving on, Chip. Now we're going to talk about something near and dear to our heart. What do we love more than a nice slather?
Marshmallows?
We like marshmallows more than slathers?
I don't know. It's just something I like.
Marshall Mathers? Slathers?
Slathers. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, marshmallows are nice, I guess. Do you like to roast them? What's your roasting philosophy?
Less is more generally.
Yeah.
It's you got to take time with it. You don't go in for the burn, the char.
Yeah.
Take your time, let it brown.
Yeah.
And then that's the way to do it.
Yeah, it's like tanning.
Yeah.
You really want to. You're going to be a lot better off if you get that color up slow.
Also, take the bark off the branch that you're using. Like if it's branch for a tree, you don't need bark stuck in there. Like
you get a little pocket knife, whittle
shave it down a little bit, make it nice.
Yeah, make it nice. Maybe get a little char on the raw wood there, seal it up. Did you ever know one of those psychopaths that would just dip it right in the fire?
Yeah,
and then eat the burnt skin off and then dip it back in the fire?
Oh, I never knew a dip it back. That's that's a special level of psychopath. Is
I
dipping
know.
it back in for a second char. Like, I know my little brother used to do the char thing and rip the skin off, eat that. A lot of those carcinogens in there.
Yeah.
But like I think he just ate the liquidy marshmallow. He never went back for seconds. That's crazy.
I bet it's like eating a cigarette. One marshmallow.
Mm-hmm. You
It's
would
just
think so.
charred like that. That's no
Yeah.
good. If you have marshmallow thoughts, let us know in the comments. Like and subscribe for more marshmallow related content.
And we'll be putting on next episode in Marshmallow Corner.
Yes. All right. The rest of the world has been using better sunscreen than us for decades, and nobody told us, Chip.
No.
Except one person was brave enough to tell me. I've been tipped off to this for a while because of Clavicular, the looks maxing guy.
Oh, that guy.
I saw a clip. It popped up on YouTube. Shorts, I believe. Just scrolling. This guy pops up and he's talking about the rest of the world, like, is aging better than us largely because of sunscreens.
I'm sure it's a variety of reasons, but yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, so there's this, I don't know if it's a chemical or a compound or whatever, but it's called
I like to think of it as a potion.
Vomotrazonol. It's like too many vowels for me to read.
Mm-hmm.
It's what it does is it blocks these UVA rays. Most of what our sunscreens do is block UVB rays, ultraviolet blue rays, I believe. And the A rays are what really get deeper. They cause a lot of the aging, and they open you up to a lot more cancers, supposedly. This is like the spectrum of UV rays we're blocking is not what the rest of the world has been doing. And it's just like gives you less wrinkles, less skin damage, less cancer, all these good things. There's absolutely no reason that the FDA has not approved it. The last time they improved an ingredient for sunscreen was over 20 years ago. The rest of the world has had this stuff for, I think I read in one place it was like 27 years. They've been using this stuff without problem, no history of issues, and they've just had better sunscreen. But that all ended last week, bud. The FDA approved this compound. It can only be used from like one company right now. They're the ones that did the work to get it approved. They have an 18-month exclusivity window where they're the only ones that can provide this element for sunscreen users. But it's going to start showing up on shelves soon, and we got to use it, Chip.
Yeah.
We gotta use it. We
keep these boyish looks.
Yeah, we look like Swedish teens who have never seen the sun.
I know. If you're just listening to this podcast, we definitely look like a Swiss Miss commercial.
Yeah, we are hunks.
Mm-hmm.
We're painted in these jeans.
We really are.
Here's my big question: we're, as a culture, the United States, obsessed with being young and hot.
Yeah. How has this not been put into literally the hot sauce been put into the bottle?
It has to go back to some kind of lobbying, don't you think? Like,
I would assume so. Yeah.
Big sunburn. We've talked about it before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They want to keep us burnt, baby.
They want to keep us red. They want to keep us crackly.
Yeah. As the Sunburnt podcast, this is a very, very appropriate story, I think, for us to be covering.
100%. Yeah.
Right.
I think maybe that's the name of our branded sunblock is just called hot sauce because it's sauce and it keeps you hot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Keeps you hot and young. Look into that. Write that down. Put that in our dream journal, Thomas. Write that down. Hot sauce.
It's going in the dream journal.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks so much, FDA, for pulling this one through. It's been a long time. It's been a long time coming, and we're all going to be 22 next year, visually.
We're Benjamin buttoning.
We're Benjamin buttoning. Ooh, is 2027 the year of Benjamin buttoning for us?
Absolutely.
I mean, this year we're getting super shredded. We're getting ready for these trips. We're working towards looking like absolute, just physical specimens for the age we are. 2027, it's going to be about looking amazing for the age we used to be.
It's like we're maxing our looks.
Yes. I think there's room on the internet for that.
I think there is.
We got to start
Write that down in the dream journal too.
All right. I can't wait to dream about hot sauce and looks maxing. All right. Posting your Bali rice field selfie could literally ban you from Bali forever. That's the new story, Chip.
Banned from Bali forever is, at first of all, my favorite Coldplay album.
Yeah.
But this story, I love this. I love the people of Bali and Indonesia as a whole for doing this. So let's hear it. Let's lay this out.
They're really clamping down on it, and like the reasons for it are kind of speculative, at least on our end. We don't have that information, but the Matador Network is reporting that Bali has launched a government immigration task force specifically targeting foreign influencers and content creators doing commercial work on tourist visas. So it's a visa loophole that they are trying to exploit, because all these people are going there as tourists. Right. But they're actually doing their jobs, which is like some of them is just taking pictures on beaches. But the list of jobs they're cracking down on goes even further.
Okay.
The penalties for violating range from fines and deportation all the way up to lifetime bans from the island, Chip.
Yeah.
They are banning people for life for taking pictures without a permit, basically.
I love this. Here's what I say. I think they need to lean into those first few penalties.
Fines?
The fines.
The deportations?
Do you see the problem with banning somebody for life from Bali?
No.
How many times in your life
are
you really getting to Bali? I mean, more power to you if you can. I feel like that would be like a lifetime trip.
Yeah.
It'd be like me getting a lifetime ban from the Grand Canyon.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Saw the Grand Canyon. All right, got it. I'm sorry. I will not come back to this giant hole in the ground.
You're probably not going back. The task force is called the Dharma Dewata Task Force.
Okay.
Which loosely translates, allegedly, to the righteousness of Bali.
Love it.
And it has 100 officers. So they're like really taking this seriously. Yeah. They're obviously naming it as something that's protecting their culture, their land, their place. Between January 1st and April 12th of this year, they've already deported 165 foreign nationals and detained 62 more.
Wow. So they're not kidding around.
They're not kidding around. And do you know how they find these people? Do you think there's a tip hotline or something that people call in to report?
Is there like some sort of like drone that follows selfie sticks around?
That might be true. But no, they're just sitting there scrolling, bro. They're catching you. They're catching you for what you post. They're getting in your stories. They're getting in your feed. And like they're just like, oh, this clearly looks fraudulent. This isn't working out.
I think that if they had any sense of humor, they would comment on those things from the official Dharma thing.
Oh, that's funny. Give
that just says #deported. That's what I would.
That's pretty funny. I think it's like fish in a barrel because almost none of these people have the proper paperwork.
Right.
It's all about visas. So like tourist visas, easy. You just get them. But a work visa requires a fee. They're losing out on that money. And also, you need to have a sponsor. You need to have somebody from Bali that's like, these guys would be good for Bali in general if they could come do business here. And I don't think that's how most of the locals feel about influencers who are just snapping some pics.
Yeah, you would assume so.
Violations are also being enforced for things like doing professional makeup without a work license.
Okay.
Unlicensed yoga instruction. If you're going to Bali and taking videos of you like running your friends or running some other tourists through yoga stuff and you're not certified, you're not licensed, you're gone.
I do like that. I feel like unlicensed yoga could be a good selling point. Like it's like, you know how there's like hot yoga, there's goat yoga, puppet kitten yoga. Unlicensed yoga. So like you're just we can do the stateside. Just picture like outside of like maybe like south of Culver City somewhere, Thomas, or whatever, there's just some sort of like warehouse, just a rundown warehouse that's not being used anymore, just rusted out, and you have to like pull back the door and get in, and it's just like somebody like get in, get your mats out, and you're just on the ground and you're just doing it quickly, like at night. And they're like, all right, get the hell out of here. The fuzz is coming. And then you run out. I feel like your heart rate would go up more and you get a better workout.
Yeah. Oh,
unlicensed
yeah,
yoga.
for sure.
Okay, third time, Dream Journal. Write it down, Thomas. We are going to start an unlicensed yoga studio. And literally, like that's what we call it, unlicensed yoga studio in Los Angeles.
I have another pitch for the name.
Okay.
It's borrowing from a 90s trend. Do you remember the Too Hot for TV type of video series?
Oh, of course.
All it really said is this is not appropriate. That's what it was saying, but it rebranded it as Too Hot for.
Too hot for hot yoga.
So I think Too Hot for Bali yoga. You know, it's true. You're not allowed to do it in Bali.
Mm-hmm.
But we're bringing it here to South Culver City.
Yeah.
I think there's something there, buddy. That could be an exciting business venture. If you want to invest in Too Hot for Bali yoga, call the Trouble in Paradise hotline. Leave a voice
Let us
message.
know.
We'll get back to you.
Yep.
Next story. Oh, I'm so excited. I wanted to talk about this because there's monkeys involved.
Yeah, there are.
A couple's Costa Rican wedding got crashed by howler monkeys. The couple preferred it to the American equivalent, Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson showing up. You know what I mean?
I mean, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
That's the same number, buddy. So, Condé Nast Travelers reporting that a couple's December destination wedding in Costa Rica was billed as an elegant affair that ends in a full rave. As most elegant affairs do, Chip.
Obviously.
What do you think an elegant rave is?
I think it's a rave where people are wearing stylish clothes, like more stylish than, active wear or what have you.
Yeah, not the party club rags.
Right.
We're going a little more Gatsby than trash.
I feel like it's a little more Studio 54.
Yeah.
1978 Studio 54 is what we're looking at. With howler monkeys.
I mean, this one has howler monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
The celebration hosted 160 guests at this destination Costa Rican wedding. They are not like, I think they had some family from Costa Rica that lived close to the hotel they were having this shindig at.
Costa Rica is what you're saying.
Costa Rica and Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Loco and Acapulco, Costa Rica and Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Dude, you were the officiant at my wedding.
Yes, I was.
They destination 160 people to Costa Rica.
That's
how many people do you think were in attendance at my wedding? If you had to guesstimate.
Was it like 60 or 70?
It was under 40, Chip.
No.
It was under 40. It was
Really?
COVID. It was a COVID wedding. Remember, you didn't even take a plane
Yeah.
out there.
That's
You
true.
drove.
It was a COVID. Yeah, that is true. We were out on the lawn.
You drove. We
sitting
had
next to Harley. Yeah, that
we
was.
we had a very, very, very pared down guest list.
That's right. Yeah.
But 40 people. It felt like 60, 70.
I mean, it was a rip roaring good time. No offense to you and your lovely wife and your families. And I hate to say this, one of the worst weddings I've ever been to because there was no howler monkeys there, Thomas. Every other wedding I've ever been to, just loaded with howler monkeys everywhere.
Yeah.
And I think it's the one thing that you guys missed. The food was amazing. The decor was beautiful. The location, the people were amazing.
Yeah.
You did not have a single howler monkey at your wedding, Thomas. And I think it was a big miss. I've been holding off on saying that for years, but I think now's the time to come out. I think live and learn, I think is what you're saying, Thomas.
You know what's close? The San Diego Zoo, where they have plenty of monkeys.
They got howler monkeys, and we weren't too far from the San Diego Zoo.
Dude,
So-
I went there 2 weeks ago. Not too far at all. It's just right downtown, and really, really one of the best zoos on the planet, I think.
That's what they say. It's the big show. Yeah.
It's the big show in zoos. Really, really enjoyed it.
I always wonder if animals know they're at the San Diego Zoo. Like they feel a little special. Do you know what I mean? They're like, it's like my buddy he got drafted to Cleveland. But I got San Diego, man. I'm in the big show.
It's got to be better. It's got to be better. Like the environment is just cooler.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a lot of, they've got a lot of shade too, where I think some other zoos might not.
Yep.
The weather's obviously phenomenal. I think about that with the Honolulu Zoo as well.
Now, we did not go to the Honolulu Zoo, but was the zoo like right across from the park where we did the 5K?
Where we did the 5K, there was the start stretch, and then we turned and head away from the water.
Made that right, and then it was off on the left
that
there.
whole stretch is the zoo.
Because I remember looking for animals, and I know my wife had walked up there the one day she was going to a store for some reason, whatever. She walked, and she saw a giraffe head.
You got to stop saying that, Chip. There's no such thing as a divorce store.
Yes.
Your wife went to inquire about getting separated.
Yes.
She didn't just go to the store.
And I should say, when she saw the giraffe head, it was attached to the giraffe's body. It was above the fence. It wasn't just like, oh my God, there's a giraffe head on the sidewalk. Like nothing like that. I don't want to set up any alarms.
It's cool. It's right along that path. Same path we walked to Maury's Cafe.
Yep. One of the best breakfasts I've ever had.
Oh, dude, so good. And then we just kept on walking right to that little farmer's market, dude. What a day.
We had some bevy. Was it some sort of like ginger drink,
I think you guys we went to a local juice crafter.
Yeah.
I think I got some kind of pog situation. You and my wife both got a ginger or something or other.
Yeah, it was delicious.
So good. What a freaking time to be alive, just walking around Honolulu.
Up on the hill in Honolulu.
Getting to celebrate it all.
Going loco down in Honolulu.
Getting freaky up in Waikiki.
That's a good one. Keep that T-shirt idea. Fourth idea, dream journal. Write it down.
There's going to be a lot of those, I think.
Yeah. We're
maybe that'll make the tease.
Rich soon.
Maybe that will make the tease.
Uh-huh.
During the ceremony, Chip, back to these monkeys, the howler monkeys were loudly vocal from the jungle. During the vow portion specifically, what do you think this means?
I think it has to be a positive. You have to look at it as a positive. It's
yes.
As your favorite singer said, it's like rain on your wedding day.
Yeah.
And it's like 5,000 howler monkeys just joining in the wedding.
Okay.
I think that's got to be cool. I think that's a good omen.
What if they're silent until you ask, does anybody object?
And then the howler monkeys go crazy. That's when you want to look at your significant other and be like, well, all right, what's going on here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's maybe when I would decide, all right, I'm running.
Yeah.
Leaving the bride at the altar and just starting a new life on the beach in Costa Rica.
I mean, there's worse places. Apparently the ground vibrates, Chip.
Yeah.
There's a lot of quartz there. One of the most healing places in the world. That's what we keep hearing.
Yeah.
Moving on from that one. That one, I just wanted to talk about the monkeys.
I would be so excited if they're just a bunch of howler monkeys going nuts during. That's what you came to Costa Rica for.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they went on to just do a rave.
Monkey rave. I love it.
A real, almost White Lotus-y fevered pitch being reached there, potentially.
Yeah. I love it.
All right. And we don't know any of those people. So if this is you, if you're watching, if you're a burnt one and this happens to be about your wedding and we're mischaracterizing anything, call us at the hotline. Let us know what's going on. We'd love to talk to you anyways, but also we're sorry if we got anything wrong. We're just talking about what we read.
We're just reporting what we know.
Or what we think we know.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. On to something we really know. This is based off of facts. This is based off of stats, statistical analysis. All the nutty stuff that has been going on in the world with uncertainty and fuel prices has cut airline profits in half, Chip.
Yeah.
Buckle up. We're experiencing some airline turbulence. So, dude, air traffic or like airline business, the travel, like always razor thin margins. Like they are operating on the razor's edge, and they've been hit with two things right now. It's like a bunch of routes have been shut down, and fuel prices have gone through the roof.
Yeah.
So it is a disaster that is causing the global airline industry's profitability to roughly be cut in half compared to this year's already challenging forecasts.
Again, just yet another reason why we should not be building this helicopter from scratch to start our own helicopter transit service. I'm just saying.
Chip,
I've been against it since the beginning, but you just you got that helicopter kit, you want to build it, we're going to fly people around. I'm just saying, I don't think there's money to be made.
Sunburnt helicopter tours. If you'd like to pre-order one to prove Chip wrong, call the Trouble in Paradise hotline.
The helicopter is not totally built yet. Neither of us are engineers nor electricians or anything of that nature,
No.
but we use a lot of heart and we use a lot of elbow grease.
And the kit came with pictures.
It did.
The kit came with pictures.
The directions, in their defense, the directions are in Russian.
Yeah.
But I think
the pictures,
we're learning a new language too.
The pictures are the pictures.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be safe. It's going to be cool. We'll try it out before we bring on paying customers. But like, I think we need to get your attitude elevated about the flying height of this helicopter when it's going to be in operational form.
Yeah. Get that attitude adjusted with that altitude.
So airline profits were already razor thin before this hit. Mm-hmm. And having what little cushion existed before just eradicated, sent shockwaves through ticket prices, route decisions, and capacity on the planes.
Yeah.
Fuel and geopolitics are hitting simultaneously in the airline industry's nightmare combo. You can hedge for one, you cannot hedge for both at the same time. No. And the industry is like just bleeding out a little bit.
Yeah.
And the craziest part about like this challenging time for the airline industry is that people are still traveling, Chip. Can you imagine?
They're still putting up the cash to get out there to go to the Bahamas or wherever.
Apparently challenges have risen so much faster than even the prices. Like ticket prices are up. Mm-hmm. Like things are more expensive. Travel demand has not diminished. People are still paying what they're being asked for, and it's still not enough to cover the gap.
No.
So what that means is people are going to keep feeling creeping airfare increases. There's probably going to be reduced route availability. And, for the poor airline workers, even though demand has largely stayed the same, they're experiencing hiring freezes and, lack of promotions, lack of raises, all that kind of stuff. Right. They have all the same amount of work to do, and the industry's just making less money, so there's less to go around. It's like a nightmare scenario, Chip.
The last thing you want is an overreached flight attendant, just overworked flight attendant who's just, they can't push that cart by themselves all the time.
The good news is, I guess the silver lining is, in success, we will be hiring one flight attendant.
Yes.
For our helicopter business.
He or she will get up and move about the very small cockpit and give us drinks, peanuts, all of that, hot towels.
Yeah.
Thomas, let me ask you a question. I think I know the answer. Have you ever had a hot towel on a helicopter?
No.
No, you haven't. No, you have not. It's heaven.
That's what we're selling. Heaven.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are.
Getting up in those friendly skies. Mm-hmm. And actually, probably we shouldn't mention heaven and our helicopter business in the same sentence. That is challenging for a lot of different reasons.
It is. We have, the creative end of our marketing has, let's just say, been stalled for a little bit.
And we also shouldn't say stalled when talking about our helicopter.
The marketing ideas have dropped off sharply.
They've crashed and burned, Chip.
Yes.
That's it for the algo. Dude, we did it.
For the algo.
What a nice little hit of tropical news.
A lot of tropical news.
Now it's time to stop into the hypochondriac corner.
Mm-hmm. How are we feeling, Thomas?
It's weird. I'm feeling fine. I'm also feeling very bizarre. I have a respiratory issue, Chip.
Yeah.
Sorry for the listeners last week. If you could hear my I don't know. I don't feel sick. There's nothing else going on. I'm just like gunk in my lungs.
I think that's what it's the time of year, man. There's the pollen is out there. Those trees are making love.
They are.
And we pay the price.
My worst hypochondriac thoughts when I was having a little bit of trouble breathing because all the gunk in there was just like, am I going to wake up?
Right.
Am I going to fall asleep feeling good? Maybe the lack of oxygen even made it easier to fall asleep. It's just and then of course I'm up with my mind racing and it's all I can focus on.
I will say, try to focus on something else. I remember when I had my collapsed lung a number of years ago during the pandemic. We were right before the pandemic. It was awful. I really started focusing on my breathing. Wrong idea. Wrong idea.
No.
Because then you're like, I'm breathing weird. Because you know why? For 40 years, Thomas, you have never thought about your breathing.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, yeah, it just works. And then all of a sudden you start thinking about it. You're like, wait, is this how it's always done? I don't think so. And then your mind goes crazy. But you're like, no, you're breathing just fine.
I'm just so glad you can't really do that with your heartbeat. Can you imagine
Could
if
you
could beat your heart a little faster, a little slower, and then one day you just realize, like,
put it up into third gear. No.
Whew. Oh, mama.
No thanks.
All right, man. Well, that's it for the Hypochondriac Corner. And you know what that means? We're moving on to our favorite dude. It's our hero. We've been studying the man, Mr. Jimmy Buffett. It's time for Buffett Facts. We're big Buffett heads. We've been doing the research to uncover facts about our hero that you might not know.
That's right.
Chip, hit me with your Buffett fact for this week, buddy.
Jimmy Buffett only had one setting on his washing machine, and that was cool for bright colors.
Dude, that's all you need for a Hawaiian, buddy.
Yeah, and it's cool. Just like Jimmy Buffett.
That makes so much sense. Like, I never thought about it.
He didn't have any darks. You know what I mean? Like, he's just, it's all bright colors. So he just had that one setting.
And it's all chilled out, dude. I love that, man.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. How about you, Thomas?
Jimmy Buffett knew the perfect Father's Day gift. Get dad to a place where his drinks have salt on the rim and he has salt water on his skin.
Love it, Thomas. You're going to be writing for Hallmark someday soon. The Jimmy Buffett collection of Hallmark.
What was that Adam Sandler movie where he wrote cards? Was that Mr. Deeds?
I'm not aware of that one.
All right.
What was that one where he sang at weddings?
The Wedding Singer.
That's right.
What was the one where he was a large father figure?
What was the one where he wasn't big, Nicky?
All right. Buffett facts are over. That means, Hallmark. Call your boy. If you want a Sunburnt line of cards, Chip and I are here, dude. And we've got just gold. We spit out gold. We throw gold in the toilet.
We know Hallmark, you have that sassy old lady who I love, who's always like angry about stuff and drinking coffee or whatever she does.
Yeah, if you want that old lady to be upset about all the Gen Zers in the Bahamas.
Go into the Bahamas.
Come on, give us a call. We can talk about that frustration in a concise,
we can,
in a pleasing way. It's so specific. Tropical travel, comedy. We can put them together in your cards. Come on, Hallmark.
Yeah.
Come on, Hallmark. All right, that's it. That's it for Buffett facts. Hats off, Jimmy Buffett.
Well done.
But that means we're feeling some splishing. We're feeling some splashing. It's coming. It's coming like a steaming locomotive, or better yet, a cruise ship. It's time for Sunburnt Podcast Fish of the Week.
And for our Fish of the Week, Thomas, we have literal royalty.
Oh my gosh.
We have literal royalty. This week's Fish of the Week is Hector, the reef triggerfish.
Okay. I'm very excited. I think I know exactly what fish you're talking about, but give me a little more context before I just get all excited and squirt everywhere.
All right. Well, Hector, the reef triggerfish, is also known as Humu Nuku Nuku A Pua A.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I believe I said that correctly.
Yeah.
I hope I did. I hope I did it justice.
Yeah.
He is the state fish of Hawaii.
He is the best, dude. I've seen these at the Fairmont Orchid. They've got a little spot, a lagoon that you could go out there in the Big Island. I believe I've seen them in Poipu and Kauai too. And when you see one of these bad boys, I've seen them in Maui as well. When you see one of these bad boys, you know it's the state fish. They're so distinct looking, and it just fires you up. Hector, welcome to the program, buddy. Looking great, dude.
Hector looking good. Just amazing colors.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's just he's got so much to offer. So Humu Nuku Nuku A Pua A translates to triggerfish with the snout of a pig, which I believe, Thomas, was your nickname in middle school.
Yeah, it was more painful then, but that's true. It's beautiful on Hector for a self-conscious 12-year-old.
Yep.
Not great in the shower.
Now, not only does Hector have the snout of a pig, but he makes underwater pig-like grunts when he's threatened. Again,
good.
Much like you in middle school.
Yes, much like me in middle school. There's also a YouTuber, I think his name's like Hawaiian Hammers or something along those lines, some variation of that. And he's a spearfisher that goes down
Okay.
So often you just hear him go, oh, 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 when he's down there. He makes that sound to, like, I guess, disguise himself audibly, make him think there's, more fish down there, maybe more triggerfish.
I know. I love it. Yeah.
Dude, that's sick.
One thing he can also do to sort of watch for predators or maybe prey, or maybe just he's doing some sightseeing.
Yeah.
Hector can move his eyes independently of each other, giving him nearly a 360-degree field of view.
Dude,
so he can basically
impressive.
see all the way around him, which is why a lot of the lady triggerfish are always like, hey, Hector, my gills are up here.
Yeah. You got caught, Hector. You got caught.
Got caught looking. Now, Hector is the reef triggerfish, of course. He is called the triggerfish because of these two bony spines, one that sticks out the top of his body, one that sticks out the bottom. They look like triggers on a gun.
Oh, wow.
And basically, they're kickstands, just like in your bike in middle school, Thomas. What they do is if they're hiding or maybe they're sleeping for the night, they're hiding from a predator, they will go into a reef and these little bony spines, these little triggers stick out. So it kind of catches on the reef. So it sort of lets them hold on to the rock so they don't just sort of drift on out. So it's just like their own little kickstand, right? It's pretty crazy. Yeah. And Hector, of course, like I said, is very stylish as well. Vivid colors.
Yeah.
Yellow, black and white, blue, green patterns all over. But
Handsome
Thomas,
fish.
you would dress it up too if you were literally the state fish of Hawaii.
Absolutely. You got to represent.
Yeah, I mean, this is not the state fish of Montana or South Dakota. This is Hawaii, the big show. Dress up like it's NBA draft day. Like, show those colors, be fancy, and that's what you are, Hector, the Hawaii state fish, the reef triggerfish.
Oh, hats off, Hector. You're beautiful. You're famous. You've got a high position in society. Everything's going your way, and you deserve to be Sunburnt Podcast Fish of the Week.
Fish of the Week.
Our hero of the deep. Congratulations, Hector. What's the long version of the name? The Hapa?
If I'm saying it correctly, I apologize if I'm not, but Humu Humu Nuku Nuku Ah Pua Ah.
I've talked to you before about this, like, bar where the bar is a fish tank. The whole thing has a fish tank. That's the name of that bar.
I love it.
It's at the Grand Wailea in Maui, I believe.
Okay.
And that's the name of the bar, is like that long fish name.
Yeah.
Fish of the Week has come to pass. That means it is time to open up the good book.
The Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh, yeah, buddy. We've got some hot ones today, Chip.
Yeah, we do.
Some hot world records we're talking about.
Yeah. What do we got, Thomas? What is your world record of the week?
Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but it's actually a holiday this weekend. You actually didn't know about this holiday.
Oh, this is the newly minted Father's Day, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that right?
It's Father's Day this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I would look for a father-related world record. And boy, did I find one, buddy.
Yep.
We haven't featured an individual of this kind of masculine swagger since the dong-maxing length lord himself, Longitude.
Longitude, yeah.
But where Longitude went long, this legend went old.
Ooh, okay.
My Father's Day weekend world record from the good book is the oldest man to ever father a child.
Oh, all right. Let's get into it.
Let me set the scene. An Australian legend meets his Fijian third wife through a dating agency.
Of course. As the tale as old as time.
As old as time, and is almost as old as this man. I need you to guess how old the good book actually had to go through and certify. Very rarely does the good book put legally next to a record.
Oh.
But this one is the, I believe it's the oldest man to have ever legally fathered a child.
That's disturbing. I'm going to put him up in octogenarian age. I'm going to say 80 years old.
80 years old. That's a very good guess. But Blue Chew be damned.
Yeah.
Les Collie of Australia was 92 years and 10 months old when his son Oswald was born.
Oh, Dad. Oh, Dad.
92.
Man.
Can you imagine the packet of seeds this guy was sprinkling?
Like, by the time the kid's old enough to remember him, the dad, best case scenario, is 96 years old.
And, like, this kid did not get a young kid's name.
Oh, no.
Oswald. Oswald is not. I mean, Oswald was running around with a bunch of Zoes.
Yeah.
And Haydens.
And Tristans and Tylers. Yeah.
Tristans, Tylers, the whole deal.
Oswald.
Les Collie was an Australian man born in 1898, Chip.
Oh, my God.
Who fathered his 9th child in July of 1992.
Man, grunge was going crazy.
It was raging, dude. You could get a pretty nice mellow weekend morning started with the VHS or a VH1 Top 20.
Yeah, you could. Wow. And then he's just by the way, we're applauding this man, this 92-year-old man. I think we have to give some kudos to the wife.
In terms of birth, let's give it up for the wives. The guys really aren't doing that much.
Give it up for the ladies.
Come on.
Yeah.
Les met Oswald's mother through a physical matchmaking agency in 1991, meaning like at 90 years old, this guy had to fill out a bunch of like paper forms correctly.
In his defense, he just thought he was filling out paperwork for a colonoscopy.
That's true. And it went the other way.
All of a sudden, he got a wife.
He's just trying to get some health insurance things covered. And he ended up with a wonderful Fijian woman.
There it is.
Unfortunately, Les did pass away in 1998.
Yeah.
The same year the record was officially certified, and it was just before his 100th birthday.
Oh, okay. So at least he got a little treat. Knew he went into the Guinness Book.
He got into the good book. Maybe that's all he was holding on for at that point. And he got in, felt a sweet release. My work here is done. But here's where it gets juicy, dude. People keep coming for Les's throne.
Oh, man.
They keep coming at him. Ramjit Raghav reportedly had one at 96. James E. Smith reported that he had one at 101. And Muhammad Al-Adam at 92 and 11 months. All these people came to the good book. The good book went through and said less is more. The others had insufficient documentation, every single one. So this goes out to Les Collie, the silver stallion of the South Pacific. You remain undefeated. And on this Father's Day, the Sunburnt podcast takes our hats off to you. Stay burnt wherever you are, Les. Stay burnt.
Well done. Heading off into the sunset like that.
Oldest father to legally have a child.
Yeah.
All right, Chip, what do you got, buddy?
This guy, Les, seemed pretty dynamic.
Yes.
I have yet another amazing man to celebrate. He goes by the name of Dynamic Derek.
Dynamic Derek. Alliterative.
He is the world's tallest living donkey.
What?
The world's tallest living donkey, because apparently, Thomas, there's a lot of dead donkeys out there that are really big.
Yeah, dude. Okay, this is wild. So the currently living the world's tallest donkey.
He's the world's tallest living donkey.
And that is from hoof to head? Or how is that measured?
They measure donkeys, I think horses too. They measure it from what they call the hoof to the withers.
The withers.
So from the bottom, from their hoof, up to the withers, which is like the ridge of the back, like on the base of the neck.
That lovely lady lump.
That lovely lady lump that's right on the base of the neck on the back. So like if the donkey's looking up, he can probably go up another foot, if you think about it. But I guess his head's down a lot, so they go to the top of the ridge, which they call the withers.
It makes sense. When a horse is standing, that is the highest non-variable part of the horse.
Right.
You can't tell a horse to stand up straight.
Stand up straight. Horses don't know about good posture.
This makes sense. It's the highest portion naturally where the horse would stand. Okay.
Do you want to take a guess how tall the world's tallest living donkey is from hoof to withers?
From the window to the wall.
Yep.
From the hoof to the withers. While getting freaky and Waikiki. I'm going to guess 4.5 feet tall.
That's a great guess, Thomas. That's a great guess. It is a donkey. He's a little bigger, though.
Okay.
5'5".
5'5".
5'5". Derek, the world's tallest living donkey, measures in at 5'5", the same height as Bruno Mars, Jason Alexander, Daniel Radcliffe, Spike Lee, and Billy Joel.
Wow, a lot of talent at that 5'5" height.
And I never realized, I've been a Billy Joel fan my whole life, I never realized that Billy Joel is only 5'5".
I mean, yeah, surprising.
We didn't start the fire. We couldn't even reach the matches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That piano man was sitting on a phone book.
Yes. Sing us a song, please. Yeah. Just get up another inch or two. Can you reach the pedals?
I mean, there's a lot of logistics he had to overcome, which makes his career even more incredible.
It really does. To reach all those keys, that wingspan.
I just wonder if you're measuring him from hoof to withers, where Billy Joel stacks
Oh,
up.
no, Billy Joel's withers. Yeah, that's true. He's probably a little bit taller then, if you think about it. Because if we're just going up to Billy Joel's withers, he still has a New York state of mind up there a little bit.
Yeah,
you know?
or I mean, have we thought about Carl's withers?
That's true. Yeah. Carl Withers is, great fake boxer who's no longer with us.
I hate that.
And then, of course, Carl Withers. And then there's actually, with the name Withers, Bill Withers, the singer-songwriter. A great guy. I don't know how tall Bill Withers was. We'll have to find out.
God, we'll have to find out.
There ain't no sunshine when you don't know how tall Bill Withers is.
Because it's not illuminated. There's a dark spot in our knowledge.
Exactly. So Dynamic Derek, speaking of Daniel Radcliffe, who's 5'5", Derek lives at Radcliffe Donkey Sanctuary in the UK. No relation to Daniel Radcliffe. Daniel Radcliffe is in no way related to that. I'm sure he would be a fan of it, a supporter of it. I don't understand. Yeah, you already got the name. You don't have to spend any more money on name changes.
Get all these donkeys. You got the tallest donkey in the world, the tallest living 5.5 feet from hoof to withers.
Get on that before it's too late. Now, on the same day that Dynamic Derek was given the record as the world's tallest donkey, one of his stablemates, a donkey named Bamboo, was confirmed to have the longest ears on a living donkey.
Wow.
Not only do you have the tallest donkey, but you have the longest ears on a donkey verified by the Guinness Book.
Yeah.
A donkey named Bamboo. Now, there was a third donkey, Thomas, at that sanctuary that also was named for a world record that day.
Okay.
His name was Big Kilbasa, but I'm not sure what he got the record for. I have no idea.
I wonder if him and Longitude might have anything in common.
You never know. You never know, Thomas. So congratulations to Derek, the tallest living donkey. Huzzah to you, buddy.
Congratulations, Derek. And wow, 3 world record holders on one donkey sanctuary?
Pretty amazing.
In terms to having world-class donkey care, it appears they also have a ruler at this sanctuary.
They have it all.
They're checking it out. And another tie-in to a former world record we've talked about. The longest ears, Bamboo. Do you remember a record you covered? The fastest growing plant on Earth?
Was the bamboo.
It's a world. I mean, this is like an episode of Seinfeld. Things are just coming together.
It all comes together at the end. I love it when an episode comes together.
Well, sometimes an episode comes to an end. And that's where we are right now, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, Burnt Ones, thanks so much for hanging out with us. We had the best time. You can leave us a voicemail at 310-845-6038. You can tell us about anything, but we'd prefer
your most embarrassing, your craziest, funniest,
your best travel stories. Let us know about it. Even if nothing happened, if you just want to call and talk to us about your vacation, Chip and I will look through your slideshow and ask you questions. It's all I want to do.
That's all we want to do, buddy.
Give us a call. Number again, 310-845-6038. This is the Sunburnt Podcast, where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. Until next time, stay Stay burnt. Front desk.
Hi, this is Mr. Chantry in room 308. Slight problem. There's a small fire in my room.
What? Get out of the room immediately. I'm calling 911.
No. No need for that. I'm just going to need more propane for my grill. I'm running out.
Mr. Chantry, you can't grill in the room.
Then how am I going to eat my shrimps?